It was telling that Kevin De Bruyne chose to pause and talk as the Manchester City players were making their way from the locker rooms inside Goodison Park to the team bus that was waiting on Goodison Road. After all, the leaving City captain needed to vent about a few things. It soon became clear that the club, not De Bruyne, had made the choice when the 33-year-old said at the beginning of April that this would be his final season at Man City. He said on social media, "Whether we like it or not, it's time to say goodbye." In an interview with the printed press on Saturday night, De Bruyne said he was taken aback and shocked to learn that his contract will not be extended following a quick meeting with City's CEO Ferran Soriano and Director of Football Txiki Begiristain. Although he did not attend the meeting where De Bruyne was informed, Pep Guardiola was engaged in the decision. De Bruyne said, "There was a little bit of shock. The club made a decision because I didn't receive any offers from them during the entire year. It goes without saying that I was a little taken aback, but I must accept it. To be honest, I still believe I can play at the level I'm displaying, but I recognize that teams must make choices," the Belgian continued. Between learning the news and making his social media message public, De Bruyne acknowledged that it wasn't nice, and that he had a hard time accepting that these would be his final months at City, capping a 10-year stint in Manchester. "It wasn't pleasant, and it took me a half-week to report it. My family was away from home. It was a little strange because they were on vacation, but it is what it is," he remarked. "It was more of a relief to report it to the public after the choice was made, and I came out than it was to know, and no one else did. You are unsure of how to deal with the emotion at the club and with everyone. Now that it's out, everything is all right, and people can see who I am. I strive to give it my all and help the team win games. That's because I adore playing football." Ashley Young, 39, passed De Bruyne in the mixed zone at Everton at this same moment and gave him a hug. De Bruyne acknowledged that he is certain he can still play at a high level now, but he is unsure if he will still be playing at that age. De Bruyne went over to pick up his kid from the away end following City's victory on Saturday. His wife and 3 children, all under 10, will be considered when making any decisions regarding his future. When De Bruyne becomes a free agent in June, he has not ruled out joining another Premier League team, despite being linked to both the Saudi Pro League and the MLS. "I don't feel uncomfortable. I feel that I still have a lot to offer," I told Begiristain and Soriano. "I feel like I can do my job, even though I know I'm not 25 anymore," he stated. "I have to consider the whole picture, therefore I'm open to anything next. I'm considering family, sports, and everything else in order to choose what's best for my family and me. I still believe I can play well, but once I have a better understanding, I will need to make a decision." After spending £180 million in January, City is expected to have a busy summer transfer window as they try to rejuvenate an aging squad. They have been strongly connected to both Florian Wirtz and Morgan Gibbs-White. Guardiola acknowledged earlier in the season that he wants players who can handle the demands of playing twice a week at a high level. De Bruyne declined to go into detail about the justification City gave him for not extending his contract, but he thinks that City's difficulties this season contributed, even though he thinks they are only temporary. "The team as a whole has struggled, which is essentially why they made the decision," De Bruyne stated. "Perhaps they would make a different choice if the team didn't struggle and I returned like I did this year and settled in like usual. I'm not sure because they informed me of the decision, and I can't really speak to their inner thoughts. Aside from the hernia, I still believe I'm in good shape because I've played a lot more than I did the previous season. It's getting rhythmic, and I feel fantastic. Since it's really more business-wise for them and they made a decision based on that, I don't feel like I want to discuss the specific reasons. The conversation didn't last very long. Just what they told me, and then nothing else. Even if I think I can still perform well, I have to accept the situation." De Bruyne, 119, who has won 16 titles at City, is the only player with more Premier League assists than Ryan Giggs, 162. Although he has not yet been told if he will play for City in the USA, his contract will formally expire during the Club World Cup, which is scheduled for June to July. When asked if he would play in the United States, De Bruyne responded, "I don't know." If not, his final City match will either be the FA Cup final, should they defeat Nottingham Forest in their semi-final, or the final league match against Bournemouth. In any case, De Bruyne will be the last member of City's first team to depart before Guardiola took over in 2016. This will signal the end of a period in which City won 6 Premier League titles and the Champions League.